Welcome to another edition of the CEO's Blog. John, great weekend. We just had the Harness Racing New South Wales Awards night on Saturday night. Over 40 awards were presented and it was a good night all round.
Yeah, 40 awards, 40 winners therefore. A great night to John Tapp for running the night so smoothly. Of course we thank. Entertainment was great. But what was most satisfactory from me, or as far as our board was concerned, is how well everybody took the night. They were very attentive to the awards, and I'm pretty sure they enjoyed it. Of course, we missed Tukey. Tukey wasn't there this year, but we'll work on that for next year. He was the entertainment there one year, so we'll just see how when he was hypnotised. So perhaps we can try him next year. But no, a really good night, and of course we'll review the awards night and we'll work towards where we're going to be next year.
And John, there was a new award added to the list. It was the Tab Kevin Newman Award for Driving Excellence, which was won by Darren Hancock. A
worthy winner, and when we showed the replay of that race, Darren winning on donkey at Parkman Angle, everybody was in awe of his driving skills, and we were really privileged to have Beryl Newman, the widow of Kevin Newman, there, and Julie Donlan, his daughter, and his sister Mary and her husband Greg attending the awards night for the inaugural Kevin Newman Award for Driving Excellence. So it'll be bigger and better next year, of course, and we tell all those drivers out there it's a good prize, so go out there and drive your best, as they always do, but drive that little bit better. Show us something special. Yeah,
exactly. Some other awards. We had the Outstanding Service to the Breeding Industry, which was taken out by the Carmody family.
Yeah, Carmody family. Daniel collected this on behalf of the family. Paul couldn't make it, as usual. It's the breeding season and Paul's working overtime there, and if there was a sad point to that, it was the fact that Huey had passed away only earlier in the month. So a very deserved winner, a massive contribution to the breeding industry, the Carmody family.
Yeah, and it's great to see Dan, a grandson of Huey, accepting that award. Let's talk about the Don Clough Award, which was won by Wayne Smith.
Wayne Smith, you never would have guessed that Wayne could have won that award on the night, but you certainly could, because his contribution to the harness racing fraternity industry in the Hunter is never ending. So congratulations to Wayne. Very, very worthy winner.
Yes, and he wasn't lost for words in his speech.
No, one of the longest speeches of the night. Graham Locke was out there to try to beat him with that speech, but we gave the nod to Wayne, and that's another tick for the night for him.
Oh, good. Well done, Wayne. And one other, the Industry Contribution Award went to John Crittenden.
Yeah, John Critto, fantastic. Everyone appreciates what he does. He can come on and put you in your place a little bit, put you in your place in the right direction, of course, but Critto has contributed at no charge to many, many clubs across New South Wales, and a worthy winner again.
Okay, let's move on to last Sunday. It was the Fisher's Ghost meeting at Menangle, and they had another running of the JC Caffin Plate, which was won by Michaela Barnes.
Bigger and better every year, and Michaela, second female winner of the race, and it was a great competition. It was a great competition right across the three clubs. Wagga, Parks and Tamworth conducted the heats. So, yeah, a good night, a good day, I mean. So a great race, and the activities that were put on by Michael Brown and the club, with the Welcome to Country by Uncle Ivan, the Indigenous dancers, the Indigenous Girls Choir, just great atmosphere created there, and of course they released a new logo, new emblem for the JC Caffin Plate, and it's worth seeing as well. So next year it'll be bigger and better again, I am sure.
Yeah, well, I think we can see that JC Caffin Plate logo just behind you there.
Well, that's my product placement. You've got to watch out for that each week, of course.
There's something new. Okay, let's talk about yesterday, Tuesday. They unveiled the Bathsheba wall at Tabcorp Parkman Angle.
Bathsheba, for those people who haven't or don't know, it certainly received plenty of publicity. It was the commemoration of the centenary of Bathsheba, the last great charge of the Light Brigade in any theatre of war, and it was all about Australians and what Australians did to break the line, the Turkish line, and help win that war, win the First World War. So what Club Menangle did to all those people, to Ray and the to the board members, to Bruce, to Steve Wisby, Trevor Robinson, everybody that contributed to that. It was a fitting commemoration, of course, to get the Governor of New South Wales, David Hurley, there, and quite a few other military officials. It is a credit to the club and a true recognition of what happened there. And what happened was Menangle Park, the racetrack, was the training ground for many of those horses and horsemen that went to World War One. They first landed at Anzac Cove, so they were at Gallipoli, and then moved on by 1917 to end the war basically in the Middle East. So all credit there.
Yeah, it's great to see something so significant recognised in the right way. Okay, let's talk about the TAB Carnival of Cups. We've already had one meeting at Eugowra, and we're rolling into November now, and we've got two. We've got Griffith on the 11th and Blaney on the 19th. Well,
the challenge is there for Dennis Conroy and his team to certainly get behind it and try to outdo Jody. Good luck there, Dennis, because Jody does a wonderful job. But it is a great meeting at Griffith. Of course, they race on Melbourne Cup Day, heats into the finals on the weekend. So that's where participants down and followers down in the Riverina should be heading to. And then, of course, we've got Pete and Maxie and Johnny Kingham doing the job at Blaney, and it's always a pleasant afternoon at Blaney, one of the most picturesque tracks you can go to. So those two Carnival Cups, TAB Carnival Cups, I encourage everybody to attend. All right, well, on the subject of big weekends, on Saturday night at the awards night, it was announced there is a new board member here at Harness Racing New South Wales. Well, not quite here yet. I need to make this quite clear that Marissa DeMarco, and well done, Marissa. Marissa, if anyone doesn't know her, she's a harness racing enthusiast through and through, but a very well-credentialed lawyer from the Newcastle area, who will come onto the board in December, on December 4, to replace the outgoing chairman, Chris Edwards, who was awarded a meritorious award by Harness Racing Australia on Saturday night for 40 years of involvement and contribution to the industry. But Marissa will replace Chris at that time, and she will be in place for a period of about 10 months, filling that vacancy that's been created through a succession of changes at Harness Racing New South Wales. So we will be welcoming Marissa on board on the 4th of December. Okay, and following that, there is another board position opening soon. Now. Well, now. Yeah. As anyone can see, the advertisement for applicants to the board position. Now, this board position will take effect from February, and it is the position that the government will deal with through legislation, or the requirements of the legislation, to replace Graham Kelly, the former chairman who resigned a little while ago. We'll have a little vacant space there for Graham's position, but anybody should apply that thinks that they can contribute to harness racing in New South Wales and take that board position. But different process there. Applications go to the government, and the government will work through, as it's required in the legislation, to select the correct person to appoint. Finally, for this week's edition, John, we had the passing of John Lyne. Yeah, Monsignor John Lyne, one of our very keen harness racing followers. Monsignor Lyne, of course, was a member of the New South Wales Harness Racing Club. He was always at Harold Park. He officiated in so many Inter-Dominion masses, and was always there with his pastoral care for anyone in the harness racing industry. So, to his parishioners at St Kevin's up at Ridewell, our condolences. He was a great man, a wonderful priest, and we're very much saddened by his passing. Yeah, okay. And is there anything else you wanted to add to this edition, John? Only it's been a long one, Amanda, and next week we'll have bigger and better things to announce for the harness racing industry here in New South Wales. I look forward to it. Absolutely.